In this video, I'm going to show you how to get Crucio. First, you're going to have to progress far enough in the story to unlock a quest called In the Shadow of the Bloodline. Track this quest and teleport to the closest flue flame. Once you do this, it'll take you to the Grand Hall. From here, you want to find Sebastian Swallow and talk to him.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But Ominous won't help me, so perhaps you can. He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Tell him you are curious about the dark arts.
Do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
When you talk about Sebastian, tell him that he can tell you. The next options shouldn't matter.
I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Once you're done talking to Sebastian, teleport away to another flue flame and wait one time to trigger the next part of the quest being available. In order to wait, open your map. At the bottom right, it'll tell you what key to press, and you press it, and then you can wait. You should get a notification once you've waited, and you can go back into your quest and find a track in the Shadow of the Study. Then you just go to where the marker takes you. It's available in day, so it might make you wait at the point of interest.
You're here. Brilliant.
Talk to Sebastian again.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Then you just need to follow Sebastian.
This way.
You can also run ahead, as I do here, and talk to Ominous.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Such a nuisance. There he is.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about... What was it? A scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
Ask Omnus if he's curious about what happened to his aunt.
About your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin, and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope
Once you're done talking, light these 3 torches
Sebastian,
fast enough,
over here.
and the entryway to the dungeon will open.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practice something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
Go down and cast Repario on the rubble on the
Come on,
floor.
that was a good one. Round. The rubble forms a relief of a person facing a snake.
Must be
A
the
journal
voice I
entry.
hear.
Signed by Noctua.
Omnus will then begin dialogue where you need to
The
tell him
voices
you aren't
in
having
your
second thoughts
voice.
about
It
proceeding.
started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
The dungeon will have these snake puzzles where you have to match the symbols under the snake with the symbols on each gate you want to open.
Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us.
Never mind.
Our Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Incendio!
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
The first one is these 2 symbols, so you just have to match the top with the bottom.
Dial requires focus.
So here are the ones that correspond to this snake. There's a big chest in this room here that opened up, and a note you might want to grab.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards.
The next gate, you do the same thing again. Just match the symbols.
Another gate.
This will open up a gate to the last snake puzzle, as well as a note, and this snake is going to correspond to the door that was in the first room you opened.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Incendio! Lumos.
So for the last puzzle, you're going to have the top as this circle with 2 tails, and the bottom will be this triangle-looking thing. Use these on the last snake you unlocked access to, and this will open the final gate.
Another, not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
I spotted something
Go
ahead.
through this gate, and Sebastian and Omnis will start talking. You need to grab a note that's on the floor to prompt more dialogue. Once you do this, you listen to the extra dialogue before you can talk to Sebastian and tell him you'll talk to Omnus.
Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some...
Then go talk to Omnus.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous, I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast
Finally, you can
Crucio,
talk to Sebastian.
You will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I
You want to
have
make sure
to.
that you choose one of the two options that say you want to learn the curse. These two bottom options. Then you get to do the wand task to learn Crucio.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this. Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain. It was was excruciating.
After the Crucio
I'll
scene and the door opens, then you can open up your spell inventory. Assign Crucio to one of your slots to use it. A warning, though, that using the unforgivable curses can alter how the story plays out in the game, and is also necessary to access unique alternate cutscenes and dialogue. And there you have it. Hopefully this video helped you out, guys. Now you know how to get Crucio in Hogwarts Legacy.